On today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, that jacket looks familiar. At first, I thought it was Quinn's, but then I caught myself because Quinn would never smile in my face the whole time, stabbing me in my back by sleeping with my ex-man. Would she? Oh shit. Hey soapmates, welcome back. It's Thursday, May 13th, 2021. And it is time for another bold and beautiful episode recap. I'm your host, Keisha Chantal. Come for the soaps, but stay for the laughs. And if you happen to enjoy a good cackle over soap operas, then you, my friend, have come to the right place. So, consider subscribing to my channel, giving me a thumbs up, and getting down into the comments so we can talk mess together. It's another day at Forrester Creations where the employees spend more time talking about their personal relationships than they do any actual work. Zoe is in the middle of confronting her ex and the woman that she believes he's sleeping with, Shauna. And let me just say for the record, this is some wild shit. Let's not forget that Zoe doesn't really know Shauna from a can of paint. I mean, other than the fact that she is Quinn's best friend, maybe she's crossed paths with her at a few Forrester gatherings, perhaps in the hallway, but not familiar enough to see a random red jacket on the floor in Carter's bedroom in the dark and then automatically go to, "Hey, have you been sleeping with my man?" Excuse me? Ma'am, you are out of pocket. Instead of telling Zoe to watch her mouth, Shauna actually indulges in her foolery by telling her that, hey, Carter is single and so am I, which means that we are free to mingle in the sheets if we so choose. Zoe is aghast. Oh, I didn't know that people who were single could sleep with other people who were single. I prefer to go after men when I'm in a committed relationship. Isn't that how it's done? Dummy, did you actually believe that Carter would be sitting around pining away for your thirsty ass when he's been running in the other direction for months trying to get away from you and your trash? Delusional. Absolutely delusional. What's frustrating about this conversation is that Zoe is the one doing all the talking, going on and on and on, that while she was busy trying to claw her way back into Carter's good graces, he was sleeping with another woman. And he had every right to do that. Anyway, you know how she is. Once you get this woman to start talking, she ain't never gonna shut up. Exhausting. Truly. Zoe appears to be really surprised at the timeline of Carter moving on so quickly. She's all, "How long have you been carrying on behind my back, huh? Was this happening this whole time while I was pushing myself onto Zende and he didn't want me? But were you also doing that with Shauna?" Hold up. Remember when Zoe had an issue with Carter moving too fast because he gave her the keys to his apartment and told her to move on in? Now she has an issue with him moving on too fast from her bullshit. Make up your mind, sis. You can't have it both ways. They're laughing all right, but not because Carter dumped you. It's because you dress like a circus clown. Exhibit A, B, and C. Low-key, this is man repellent. And the jet black wig? Girl, please stop going to Beverly Hills to get your sew-in. They obviously don't know what they're doing. Anyway, Zoe is determined to suck up all the air in the room. She turns to Quinn and says, "Oh, did you know that your best friend was sexing my man this whole time and you didn't tell me?" And Quinn is all, no, I just found out like you did, girl. guys so easily. Shauna finally shuts it down and says no cheating occurred. So chill. And then you would think that Zoe would collect her edges and exit stage left, but instead, she takes the opportunity to ask Carter, where does that leave the two of them? Girl, is the wig too tight? Because from what I remember, he told your ass to step on February 2nd. It's now May 13th, girl. Okay? Did you not get the memo? Choose you, Zoe. Love yourself more, sis. This ain't it. It's not. Let's see what the Silver Fox of Bel Air is up to. Oh, sounds like he's listening to a familiar tune from Brooke. Who else thought this was rich, coming from the former slut of the valley? She's one to talk about scrounging around for a living and climbing the social ladder, when that is exactly the playbook that she used to get where she is today. Brooke then looks over at her brute and asks him, "What's on your mind?" And for a minute, I want him to say,
Oh, nothing. Just sitting here wishing that sometimes I didn't have to hear you talk and talk and talk.
Oh, man. But no. Instead, he tells her he's wondering about Carter's mystery woman. And Brooke tells him, well, maybe Carter's keeping her identity under wraps for a reason. And Riggs is like,
Fine by me. I'm just glad he's happy and obviously moving on from that rusty thirst bucket.
To which Brooke replies that for all of Zoe's faults, that she feels that she has genuine love for Carter. And then Ridge gives her this great line.
Oh yeah? So much love that she wanted to run behind his back and get on top of Zende?
Poor Ridge. I think he's still traumatized by narrowly escaping Zoe's crotch fire when he busted in on her. when he busted in on her and Zende that night in the Forrester mansion. Smokey Ridge came just in time and he was not having it. Oh man, he just can't let it go. He can't. Let me tell you something. Curiosity nearly killed Quinn's cat. With ecstasy! Oh man, Eric is sitting around in his living room wondering about Carter's mystery woman when it is none other than his own wife. Patiently waiting for when the shit hits the fan. Evil laugh. Insert here. Strangely enough, Ridge then decides to go on this rant about why people sabotage their relationships. Oh, that's easy. People sabotage their relationships for the same reason a dog licks himself. Because he can. It's not complicated. But what is complicated is what Ridge chose to say next. He turns, looks up at Quinn's portrait, and declares that she came after his and Brooke's relationship out of nowhere. If I recall correctly, it was Brooke who put Quinn on the defense, stomping all through her home, talking about how she was going to make sure that she wrecks her marriage with Eric. It was also Brooke who decided to suck Bill's face in Hope's sad shack for no reason. So please, make sure that you redirect your focus, Ridge. Look straight into your wife's grill and say,
You love me so much, you tried to get with Bill behind my back.
Eric tells his son and the woman that he once shared his son with that people are dumb and they do dumb things, especially the beautiful ones. Am I right? They hurt you every time. Anyway, y'all, Brooke decided to run with this and give her own version of events. Maybe Quinn got
bored one day and decided to attack my marriage for no reason. I'm the victim in all of this. The Logans are always being victimized by the bad people in the world who don't want us to be happy. Why must we suffer this way? It just isn't fair.
Sweetie, I wish I could let you finish, but you deserve dust. You're trash, your daughter is clown trash, and your sister's trash 1 and trash 2. Thanks to your bedroom antics, you elevated the entire Logan family out of the valley and into Bel Air. You know what that makes you? The original Kim Kardashian. Don't at me. I said what I said. Yes! Forrester backstage where all the magic happens. Oh, wait a second. Never mind. No magic here, folks. Just nightmares. Ugh. While Zende is busy stitching a dress for a woman shaped like a pencil, because, let's face it, no woman with a butt and thighs can wear this. No way. Where was I? Oh, right. While he's busy stitching this, whatever this is, he notices that Paris is a little distracted. So he asks her, what's up? And she tells him she's worried about Zoe. Of course. Ugh. I swear to God, I don't understand why Paris is so fixated on Zoe. Up until a couple of weeks ago, her sister wanted her to kick rocks back down to Skid Row for employment. She's at work, looking cute, well, except for that black leather skirt with all the labels stamped all over her butt. And instead of stealing kisses from her boo and flirting with him, she's talking about Zoe. Zoe this, Zoe that. Who cares? I don't care. You know, she's been caught up, and so has Zende, in Zoe's bullshit for months now, and it is insane to waste these beautiful, beautiful people on Zoe and her mess. Give them their own mess. It's what they deserve. Let me give you my version of what happens next. Zoe's going through a tough time right now. She's really sorry for all the shit that she's caused. Uh-huh. Zoe's bending over backwards for Carter to forgive her. I wish he would. Then we could all move on. Feels like we've been stuck on stupid for months now. Ugh. Speaking of giving Zende and Paris their own mess, did Zende ever finalize his divorce from Nicole? Did we ever find out why their marriage ended in the first place? I mean, other than the fact that they went to the Paris office, which everyone knows relationships go to die. But maybe there's a deeper story there. If so, give it to us, okay? Give us something, anything, other than talking about Zoe and her god-awful clothes and constant sniveling. We are tired.